Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and without wasting any time, let's start with today's video. I am using this 300 GSM watercolor sheet cold pressed 25% cotton, and in today's video I'm going to use lots of water. So if you want, you can use masking tape, although my sheet is stick from one side, so it is easier for me to do such kind of things. But if you're using a single sheet, please do use masking tape. Now just weten the area thoroughly. If you can use bigger brush to expedite the process, well and good, otherwise it is totally fine. Now I am trying to create a green color mixing blue and yellow together. So basically in this particular step you need different shades of green to create background. So create different shades of green, little dark, little light, and in between as well, and just fill the whole area with all these beautiful shades of green. You can have more yellow, you can have more blue to change the shades, and that is how you can have different shades of green. Sometimes it is also depend on what kind of yellow and what kind of blue you are using to create different shades of green. For example, if you're using lemon yellow, you will get different shade, and if you are using Indian yellow, you will get different shades. Same with the blue color as well. So if you are using ultramarine blue, you will get different shades of green, and if you are using cobalt blue, you will get different shades of green. So likewise, just add different color and have a nice background like this. So keep doing it until you're satisfied, and our sheet is wetted enough, so it is totally fine to just add all these color. It will gonna spread eventually one into another, and you will get a nice background. So keep doing it until you're satisfied. Once done, with the help of tissue paper, so grab a tissue paper and just fold it like this, and then just tap it to get some extra color from in between. So basically in this particular area I want to create my berries, so I'm lifting colors from those area. So if you want to keep it upside down, you can lift accordingly. So basically in this particular step, either you can have a nice texture as well, or else you can just lift little bit of color to get little white area to have more element into it. You can keep that area white as well, that is also one of the option, but this is easier if you are a beginner. So this is something you can definitely try, and if needed you can add more color to finish. Now I am creating a brown color, so you can mix all the three primary colors together to have a nice brown shade, and you can also add a bit of black into it. Now just create multiple stems. Make sure you are having these stems in between so that we can have little area to create berries as well, and you can do this particular step with the help of green color too. Because I have lifted some of the color from in between, that area is already dry, and that is why I'm able to do this. Otherwise you won't be able to do this. And let it dry for some time so that we can jump into the next step. To expedite the process, I'm using hair dryer. Just to expedite the process, otherwise you can keep your sheet aside for some time and let it dry completely. Once done, once your sheet have dried completely, you can jump into the next step. So now it's time to paint some berries. All these berries are pretty simple and easy to paint. So what I'm doing is I'm creating this round pattern with different shades of red. So first I have started with Indian red color, and I'm creating these berries in between the stems that we have created. So basically we need to create a group of these kind of berries. So in first step you can create all these berries at distance, and then you can do a little bit of overlapping as well with the same color, and you can definitely do a little bit of overlapping with different shades of red, little darker, little lighter, totally up to you, totally fine to use orange color as well to complete. So first I have used Indian red color and I'm creating all these berries in between, and keep doing it, keep adding all these berries in between area that we have created. Now I think I'm pretty much done with this particular color. Now I'm switching my red color and I'm going to use my vibrant red color. This is crimson red, and with this particular color I'm going to add few more berries. This time I'm doing a little bit of overlapping with my previous berries. If needed, you can keep your sheet aside for some time to let the berries also dry completely, and then you can do this overlapping. Or else you're doing this particular step into the wettened berries, that is also fine, because you will eventually get a loose overlapping kind of effect into your berries, which is totally fine. So keep doing it until you're satisfied with the overall berries pattern that you are trying to create in this particular painting. And then at last I'm also going to use orange color to add more berries into this. So nothing fancy as such, repeating the same thing, creating round pattern, creating a group of berries like this with different shades of red, and eventually I'm also going to use orange color as well. Now I'm done with my berries, and with the help of green color, this time I'm creating a little darker green color. And you can create this green color mixing yellow and blue as I said, and then with this particular green color you can start adding stems in between these berries. Basically I don't want to keep any of my berries hanging, so these stems are absolutely needed to finish. So already we have lots of berries in between, so there is very less space to create stems in between. But wherever you feel like you can add a fine stem, just add it to make it look like all these berries are connected with a stem. So keep doing it and have a nice bunch of these berries. And now it's time to add leaves as well in between. So either you can keep it as it is without leaf, or else you can add little bit of leaves in between. So totally up to you whether you want to keep only berries or whether you want to add little bit of leaves as well. So I'm adding multiple leaves in between with green color. I have also added bit of brown color into my green to make it a little darker, and adding all these small leaves in between. Basically these are one stroke leaves, so you need to understand how much pressure you need to apply into your brush to get the thickness, and then just lift your brush slowly to finish. And that is how you can simply create small leaves with one stroke technique. So keep doing it until you're satisfied, but make sure you're not overdoing any of these steps. So it is very important to understand when to stop, which is very difficult for me, frankly speaking, but we need to stop at some point of time. And then additionally, with the help of lighter shade of green color, I'm adding bit of leaf kind of pattern in the background as well. So I'm doing it with the lighter shade of green color so that we can just get a hint of leaf kind of pattern in the background as well. So make sure you're doing it with the lighter shade of green color only, so that it is not overpowering your berries. I want to keep my berries in focus, and that is why I'm not using very darker shade. And then at the end, with the concentrated white color, you can have small dots of white into these berries. If you have acrylic color, do it with the acrylic color, and if you have white marker, do this particular step with white marker, because that is more efficient than using concentrated color of white watercolor. And then at the end you can use black color to have small dots around your berries. All these things we are doing just to finish. If needed, you can skip all these small detailing. Although if you have white marker, add small spot of white into your berries. I think that is important step to do. And that's all we needed for today's video. I'm done with this particular painting. I hope this video is easy and simple to follow. Please do let me know if you have any kind of feedback for me, and thank you so much for watching. See you all in the next video.